Hello YouTube and fellow Star Wars collectors! On this episode of Toys Are the Way, we'll be taking a look at another character from the fifth wave of vintage collection figures for 2024, Jedi Master Sol from the Acolyte. Welcome back everyone! So I am very excited to have this figure in hand because Jedi Master Sol was definitely one of my favorite parts of the Acolyte series, and it is definitely extremely nice to see an all-new Jedi figure added to the vintage collection. Some of our previous Jedis are horribly out of date in the heritage scale, so this is a fantastic start towards getting some of that tooling to, really start to see some meaningful updates to a lot of other figures from the prequel trilogy and so on. But with all that being said and done, let's take a closer look at the figure and card. Taking a look at our vintage style packaging, we have the Star Wars and Acolyte logo prominently displayed up top, followed by Jedi Master Sol on a rich ultramarine color that has a bit of purple to it. We have a nice image of the character looking very Jedi-like with the Kenner logo down below, and additionally we have this fantastic all-new figure looking very good against that name pill color. Although I will say that, if some more of that yellow Jedi tunic was showing, there would be a little bit more contrast here, making this look much better in my opinion. On the back, he is VC 329 in the line, Jedi Master Sol, and we have a small description of the character, followed by the Vintage Collection logo, and additional images of the card and figure. So all in all, this is a fantastic addition to our Acolyte carded collection, and Jedi Master Sol was definitely one of my favorite characters, so I look forward to having this one added to my display. Taking a look at the figure out of the packaging, I think Hasbro has done a really nice job with the portrait on Jedi Master Sol. This is very representative of the actor, and I think they've done a remarkable job with this one. It also has some really nice hair detail. You can just see a lot of different strands there, and that looks really nice. They've done a phenomenal job with that sculpt there. I think it looks really good. They kind of give it a little bit more of that pulled back look, and overall this is just a solid looking portrait. Moving on to my favorite part of any action figure is the articulation, and Jedi Master Sol definitely brings a lot to the table. He's got the new style barbell hips, which is just always great to see, a swivel at the thigh, ball jointed knees, and of course rocker ankles, and it's just really nice to actually pose. He's got this soft plastic here on his tunic, which doesn't impede on any of the lower leg articulation, and in fact he's actually got soft plastic up here as well, so his range of movement on his arms is not going to be affected by that, and he actually has a more than 90-degree bend at the elbow. Well, maybe about 90 degrees right there, but not too bad. He's also got hinges at the wrist, which is always great to see with, characters who interact with sabers or blasters, and just overall he's a delight to pose. He's got some good crunch going on right there, so, he can get kind of, some really good posing for his sabers and like blocking. The only thing I will say is that maybe the hand is a little difficult to interact with the saber, so it's a kind of like a wider saber, and I think they could have just sculpted fingers that were a little longer that allow him to grip the saber up a bit better. But overall it's not too bad. I will just say that sometimes at certain angles it does get a little loose, like you can see there, but not a deal breaker in my opinion. And then the head of course has some pretty good articulation to it. I always will say that Hasbro could maybe work on this to where like the characters can look up a little better, but for the most part he's got some great range of motion going on there. And then taking a closer look at everything that's going on in terms of the sculpting, this is great to see new Jedi tooling added to the vintage collection. I'm very excited to see what we may see in the future. But yeah, great stuff here. And of course his other accessory is his unlit hilt, which is able to peg into his belt. So an absolutely solid release in my opinion. I must say that it's a huge relief to finally see some updated Jedi Master tooling make its way into the vintage collection. Many of these types of figures are severely lacking when compared to the modern 375 figures we have been adding to our collections. Furthermore, it's been quite a while since we've seen a new Jedi added to the line. Master Sol comes fully loaded with everything that TVC fans want to see on their Jedi action figures. New style barbell hips, hinges galore, ball jointed everything, and rocker ankles. Additionally, the soft plastic tunic and Jedi tabards do not hinder any of the lower leg articulation, allowing for some proper fighting stances and all-around superb action figure posing. Despite the less than perfect grip of Master Sol's lightsaber, the figure will look simply brilliant in a saber battle when displayed in your collection room, an absolute must-have for Acolyte and Jedi fans. I hope you've enjoyed this video and taking a look at this latest addition to our vintage collection displays, Jedi Master Sol from the Acolyte. Feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And don't forget to smash a like on this video and subscribe if you're new to the channel. It really helps and is always greatly appreciated. Thanks everyone, and may the Force be with you.